Hi, it's Mitch from Swap Time. I have an update on my 76C10. I put a fuel pressure control module on it, which is over here by the computer. So I mounted it to the inner fender well, and I'm only using it to control the fuel pump, just to turn it on. Basically, it provides an on signal to a relay. It's not controlling it through the PWM signal, because I don't really have the right fuel system to do that. But that way it only primes like it's supposed to for a couple seconds. It only runs when it senses RPM. Also, I have an electric power steering pump down here. So the power steering pump would run with the ignition on. So if I just set the ignition on and the engine off, it will whine. So I hooked that up to the fuel pressure control module as well. Basically the same signal that turns the fuel pump relay on. So it only runs when the engine is running. And as you can see, it's a pretty easy setup. It's just mounted really close to the computer. It doesn't need to be mounted all the way to the fuel tank or anything like that. And it plugs into the factory harness, and then it plugs in to my busman panel for power. So it's a real nice setup there. So it's nice now. I can tinker with this with the ignition on and not have it, both modules run, the power steering pump and the fuel pump. So we'll turn the key on. Fuel pump prime for 3 seconds. I have no power steering right now because it's only going to run off an RPM signal. So now I'll start it. So that's pretty neat. I got the power steering to only work when the engine's running now. I even got this old radio. It wasn't working before, but it just was missing a power wire. Hooked that up, it works now. Unfortunately, the speakers are completely gone. I got some new ones in, but I found out I need 5 1/4, not the 6 1/2s. Because the 6 1/2s they have kind of fit, but not really. The mine were even bigger with different magnets and stuff. So we'll swap those out just so I have some sound, and change the mufflers on this. This thing's way too loud. And then just drive it. Have fun with it. Here's another video of the engine bay. For the cooling fan, this is out of a 2016 Camaro SS. And it uses a PWM signal from the E92 computer, so it only runs when it needs to. This thing hardly gets over 200 degrees because the radiator, that's a stock replacement radiator that costs about $90. Barely gets over 200 degrees. Large cooling capacity, works great. But pretty simple install. It's running really well. Here's the latest update on the 76C10. Thanks.